So my name is Jennifer Gil-Campo, and I am the lucky one that gets to work with the students directly. So welcome. And I'm glad you took some time to take a little peek around the room. There's lots of art going on a regular basis. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about kind of the kernel of inception for the Yellow Canary project that we're doing at the school. The Yellow Canary project grew out of a relationship with Brandy Singer, who I met when she was presenting a scholarship award for the Shine Logan Lights Foundation to a student that had written an amazing essay. And that's been going on for the last couple of years. Shine Logan's Light, she'll talk a little bit more about that. I have done in the past memorial portraits for students that lost their lives to suicide or families and things like that. And we were working on one in my office with some students. And I was like, Randy, do you think you'd want to do something like that for Logan? And she came in and we started to have a conversation. She's like, well, I really want to reach kids in a preventative way to build hope in the community and things like that. And in another hat that I wear is with the Flats Artisan Farm, and I curate anti-violence projects in the community. And I've done that for years and years and years. It's grown out of work at Gonzaga University and social justice in the community and things like that. And so there was this natural potential confluence between the mission that Randy's serving and then Sabrina Bochava with the Fail Safe for Life. It's just kind of grown. Kellen Cares, these organizations that are working diligently to erase suicide from our narrative in the community. And it's really possible. The Hope Squads, the work that they're doing, it's very, very possible. So in conversation, a little light went off in my head about creating a symbol, some kind of a symbol that, like the McGruff House symbol. I mean, I'm old enough to remember Mr. Yuck, the McGruff House symbol. And, I remember before there was 911 and after there was 911. There's all these things that became these really life-saving entities that we recognize now that didn't exist before. And so in that noodling around, the idea of a yellow canary popped in, I think, our collective conscience. And yellow canaries, of course, or canaries in general, you guys probably know the history, especially with the mines that we have around our community. The miners would take the yellow canary into the mines with them because the methane gas was invisible. And the miners were dying. They couldn't smell it, they couldn't see it, they couldn't taste it. And so they'd go into the mines, they'd pack their lunches and their little yellow canaries in the bird cage. And they'd go down into the mines, and if the birds started to squawk or flutter or pass out or die, they knew to get outside and get oxygen straight away. It seemed like a perfect fit because so much of our mental health scenario is invisible, right? It's like the methane gas, but it's real, and it can be potentially life-altering and very tragic. And so having a yellow canary as a symbol for the yellow canary in the minds of mental health made sense. And so, sharing these back and forth, these ideas with Brandy, it resonated. And because art is what I do, it's what I have done before I became a teacher. I've always worked in the community. It makes sense to tell the story and to send it out there and let the students start to collaborate and visualize what comes out of their heart and mind. And as you can see, this is a small little selection of amazing art, but there's more out in the display cupboard. There's some on the wall over there. There's tons of them. We've rolled this assignment through the classroom for about 3 years now, and it's just blossomed and grown, and especially this year, it's taken off to an entirely different level. All of these images went into, come on in, went out into the community in the form of G-clay cards, and I know that Randy and Sabrina are going to talk a little bit more about that. But so we're doing that. So we tell the story of what would it be like to be the light for somebody when they're in a very dark space. How would it feel to know that there's other people that could be the light for you when you're in a very dark space? We are light, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it, And so that we have 3 current students and 1 former student that actually Ethan's work was selected the winner of the year. Should I introduce the artists now? Is this a good time? Okay, well I will. Artists, past and current, please join me up here.